Hello, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Dr. Susan Hartley, and today we're diving deep into a topic that affects millions of men, but is rarely talked about openly: hormonal health after age 60. If you're feeling more tired lately, have lost muscle mass, notice mood changes, or wonder about your libido and energy, you're not alone. Let's explore what's happening in your body, what you can do about it, and how to restore your vitality, naturally and safely. What happens to male hormones after 60? Testosterone, the primary male hormone, naturally declines as men age, but after 60, this decline can accelerate. Testosterone levels drop about 1% per year after age 30. By 60, many men have low T levels, called late-onset hypogonadism. Other hormones are affected too: DHEA, growth hormone, and melatonin. This hormonal shift affects muscle strength, energy levels, sexual performance, bone density, mood, and cognition. Many men think, "I'm just getting old," but sometimes these changes are hormonal and treatable. Signs: your hormones are imbalanced. Let's talk about real warning signs. If you're experiencing any of these, your hormones might be out of balance. Low libido, erectile dysfunction, chronic fatigue, depression or irritability, sleep disturbances, decreased motivation, loss of body hair, increased belly fat. As a doctor, I often tell patients, don't ignore these signs. They are not just about aging, they may signal a medical issue. The risks of ignoring hormonal decline. When testosterone stays low for too long, it's not just about fatigue or sex drive. Long-term risks include osteoporosis, weakened bones, increased belly fat and metabolic syndrome, type 2 diabetes, cognitive decline, heart disease. A patient once told me, "I wish someone had told me earlier that low testosterone was hurting my heart." That's why this conversation is so important. Natural ways to boost testosterone. The good news? There are natural, safe ways to help your hormones rebalance. Here's what works. 1. Strength training. Increases testosterone naturally. Just 3 sessions a week can help. Healthy fats. Eat avocados, nuts, eggs, olive oil. Your body needs fats to produce hormones. Sleep deep. Restorative sleep is crucial. Aim for 7 to 9 hours per night. Stress reduction. Chronic stress raises cortisol, which lowers testosterone. Try meditation, walks, or hobbies you love. Weight loss, if overweight. Fat cells convert testosterone into estrogen. Losing weight helps rebalance hormones. Avoiding toxins. Reduce exposure to plastics, BPA, pesticides, and chemicals. Foods that help male hormones. What you eat can change your hormone health. Try adding these hormone-friendly foods: pumpkin seeds, rich in zinc, tuna, salmon, sardines, omega-3, spinach and kale, magnesium, eggs, garlic, boosts testosterone indirectly, pomegranates, supports prostate health, limit alcohol, refined sugar, soy-based junk food, processed meats. Getting tested, the first step toward balance. If you're experiencing signs of hormonal imbalance, testing is the starting point. Here's what a complete hormone panel should include: total testosterone, free testosterone, estradiol, E2, luteinizing hormone, LH, follicle-stimulating hormone, FSH, sex hormone-binding globulin, SHBG, DHEA-S, cortisol, morning level, thyroid panel, TSH, T3, T4, PSA, prostate-specific antigen. Make sure your provider is testing free testosterone, not just total. Free T is what's actually available to your cells. When are testosterone levels considered low? In most labs, normal total testosterone, 300-1000 ng/dL low, below 300 ng/dL. But here's the catch. Some men feel symptoms even at 400-500. It's not just about the number, it's about how you feel. If you have symptoms and low or borderline levels, it's time to talk about treatment options. Testosterone replacement therapy, TRT. What you need to know. TRT is a medical treatment that gives your body testosterone through gels or creams applied daily, injections, weekly or biweekly, patches, daily use, pellets, inserted under skin every few months. Each has pros and cons. Injections, affordable and effective but may cause T-spikes and crashes. Gels, patches, provide steady levels but absorption can vary. Pellets, long-lasting but require minor surgery. Important: TRT should always be guided by a licensed provider and monitored carefully. TRT isn't a magic bullet. TRT helps many men, but it's not for everyone. Here's who should not start TRT without careful evaluation. Men with prostate or breast cancer. Men trying to conceive. Men with untreated sleep apnea. Those with elevated red blood cell count, polycythemia. Side effects may include acne or oily skin, mood swings, rare, testicular shrinkage, infertility, high red blood cell count, possible increase in prostate size. That's why ongoing lab monitoring is essential, every 3 to 6 months. Working with your doctor. What to ask. Don't just walk in and say, "I want testosterone." Ask these specific questions. 1. Can we run a full hormone panel, including free testosterone and SHBG? 2. If I need TRT, what delivery method do you recommend and why? 3. How will you monitor me for safety and effectiveness? 4. Are there non-TRT ways we can explore first? 5. What's your protocol if side effects develop? Look for doctors trained in men's health, endocrinology, or integrative medicine. And if your doctor dismisses your concerns without testing, get a second opinion. Real stories, before and after TRT. Let me share a story. David, a 63-year-old retired veteran, came in complaining of zero motivation, low libido, and brain fog. His total testosterone was 275. His free T was even lower. After 6 months of guided TRT, weight training, and clean eating, his energy returned. His waistline dropped 3 inches. His mood and confidence soared. But he also developed elevated red blood cells, so we adjusted the dose and added blood donation to manage it. The key is, it must be supervised. Beyond TRT, supplements that may help. If you want to avoid or delay TRT, you can also consider natural boosters. Some men respond well to zinc, 15-30 mg daily magnesium, especially if you're deficient. Vitamin D3. Aim for levels between 50-80 mg/ml. Ashwagandha may reduce cortisol and support T fenugreek extract, modest T support. Tonkat Ali, shown to support libido and mood. Always talk to a doctor before starting any supplement, especially if you're on medications. Lifestyle is still the foundation. Even with the best therapy, your daily habits matter most. Sleep 7 to 9 hours. Strength train at least 3x a week. Minimize alcohol. Eat clean, protein, vegetables, healthy fats. Stay socially and mentally engaged. Hormones are messengers. If your body's under stress, physically or emotionally, they won't function properly. Myths about testosterone. The real story behind libido after 60. Mental health, confidence, and relationships. How to stay emotionally and physically resilient, even when hormones fluctuate. Let's get started. Myth number 1. Low testosterone is just part of aging. Yes, levels naturally decline with age. But significant drops aren't inevitable, and they shouldn't be ignored. Just like we treat high blood pressure or diabetes in older adults, we should respect hormone imbalances as real, manageable conditions. Many men go undiagnosed for years, thinking their fatigue or lack of drive is just getting old. But after proper testing and support, they regain energy and passion for life. Myth number 2. Testosterone causes aggression. This idea is outdated. Healthy testosterone levels do not cause aggression. What they often do is restore confidence, improve focus, and reduce anxiety. Studies show that low testosterone is more closely linked to irritability, depression, emotional withdrawal. Balancing hormones actually helps many men become calmer, clearer, and more emotionally present. Myth number 3. If you have low libido, it's just in your head. False. While psychological factors can impact desire, hormones like testosterone, DHEA, and estradiol all play a role in male libido. After 60, many men experience lower desire, less frequent morning erections, slower recovery time, changes in body image or confidence. These aren't failures, they're signals. Libido isn't just a young man's game. It evolves, and you deserve clarity and care. Understanding male sexual health after 60. Here's the truth. Erections are more dependent on blood flow, nerve function, and endothelial health than just testosterone. Testosterone supports sexual desire, mood, and muscle tone, but it's not the only piece. Emotional intimacy, mental stimulation, and connection matter more than ever. For many couples, this chapter becomes a deeper, more meaningful phase of intimacy when physical performance is blended with emotional trust. How testosterone affects mental health. This is huge and often overlooked. Low testosterone has been linked to brain fog, low motivation, anxiety, depression, social withdrawal, poor sleep. Testosterone interacts with brain chemicals like dopamine and serotonin, which control mood, energy, and reward. Balancing your hormones can sharpen focus, improve resilience, boost confidence, reduce emotional numbness. But hormones are not a cure-all. They're part of a holistic approach to mental and emotional wellness. The role of purpose and connection. Many men over 60 face identity changes. Retirement, health shifts, loss, or isolation. That's why emotional wellness is as vital as physical wellness. Ask yourself, am I connected to people who care about me? Am I engaging in hobbies or work that bring me purpose? Do I move my body daily? Do I speak kindly to myself? These are non-hormonal but deeply hormonal at the same time, because the body listens to the mind, and vice versa. The silent epidemic. Depression in older men. Sadly, many older men suffer in silence. They're taught to be strong or push through it. But strength doesn't mean ignoring emotional pain. Watch for these signs in yourself or others. Loss of interest in things you used to enjoy, constant fatigue, changes in sleep or appetite, feelings of worthlessness, withdrawing from friends or family. If you notice these, reach out. You're not alone, and help is real. How partners can support men's hormonal health. To the women watching this, your role is powerful. Men often don't talk about these things unless invited with kindness. You can. Gently suggest they get tested. Attend appointments with them. Be patient with emotional changes. Celebrate their small health wins. Remind them they're valued, attractive, and strong. Partnership is one of the most healing forces we have. Final takeaways. Dr. Hartley's core message. As we close this 3-part series, let me say this from the heart. Your hormones matter. They affect how you feel, think, love, and live. Aging is not defeat. It's a transformation. Health is still within your reach. Whether you're 60, 70, or 80, it's never too late. Take control of your health. Talk to your doctor. Get tested. Stay active. Nourish your relationships. Sleep well. Lift something heavy. Laugh often. You don't need to feel invisible or powerless. This is your time to thrive. Male hormonal health. After 60, we're exploring the most powerful yet often ignored tools for hormone balance. The right foods. Smart exercise, deep sleep, and stress control. These aren't magic pills. They're your daily superpowers. Let's get into it. Section 1. Food that feeds your hormones. Testosterone and other hormones are built from nutrients, so the way you eat directly impacts your hormonal balance. Protein power. Protein supports muscle maintenance, metabolism, and testosterone synthesis. Great sources: grass-fed beef, free-range eggs, wild-caught salmon, Greek yogurt, plant-based options, lentils, hemp seeds, healthy fats. Low-fat diets can tank your testosterone. Men need good fats to produce hormones. Choose avocados, extra virgin olive oil, fatty fish, omega-3s, nut seeds, coconut oil in moderation. Avoid trans fats, deep-fried foods, highly processed snacks, cruciferous veggies. Broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts help your liver metabolize excess estrogen, which can build up in older men. Zinc, magnesium. Both minerals are essential for healthy testosterone. Foods high in zinc: oysters, pumpkin seeds, beef. Foods high in magnesium: spinach, almonds, black beans. Section 2. Exercise that activates testosterone. No matter your age, movement is medicine. Strength training. Lifting weights increases testosterone, growth hormone, and insulin sensitivity. Try resistance bands, dumbbells or kettlebells, bodyweight exercises like push-ups and squats. Start slow. Consistency is more important than intensity. High-intensity interval training. Short bursts of intense movement followed by rest can boost hormone production. Example: 30 seconds fast walking, 90 seconds slow walk. Repeat for 15 minutes. It's safe, effective, and scalable to any fitness level. Daily walking improves circulation, mood, and testosterone. Aim for 7,000 to 10,000 steps a day. It also reduces cortisol, your stress hormone. Section 3. Stress and cortisol control. Chronic stress, Rs high cortisol, Rs low testosterone. That's the hormonal equation. How stress hurts: suppresses testosterone production, reduces sleep quality, increases belly fat, lowers libido. How to fight it: 1. Deep breathing. Seconds in. 4 seconds out. Repeat for 5 minutes a day. Triggers the parasympathetic nervous system. 2. Nature exposure. Spend 20 minutes outside every day. Lowers blood pressure and cortisol naturally. 3. Laughter connection. Laughing with others boosts dopamine. Physical touch and affection also lower stress hormones. 4. Purpose. Volunteer, mentor, create. Whatever gives you meaning. Purpose is a natural stress shield. Section 4. The power of deep sleep. Sleep is where your body repairs and rebuilds hormones. Sleep problems. After 60, trouble falling asleep, waking up often. Less time in deep sleep. Poor sleep. More cortisol, less testosterone, weaker immune function. Fix your sleep. 1. Sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. 2. Cool, dark room, ideal temp, 65 to 68 degree I. No lights, blackout curtains if needed. Ditch screens. 1 hour before bed, blue light suppresses melatonin. Try reading, meditation, or stretching instead. 4. No big meals or alcohol at night. Both interfere with REM sleep. Finish eating 2 to 3 hours before bed. Section 5. The tests you should consider. Before jumping to supplements or therapies, get tested. Talk to your doctor about checking. Total free testosterone. Estradiol, important even in men. DHEA. SHBG, sex hormone binding globulin. LHFSH, for pituitary function. Cortisol, morning levels. Vitamin D, zinc, and magnesium, erectile dysfunction, mood issues, depression or foggy thinking, and lab tests showing consistently low testosterone levels, usually 300 DL on at least 2 separate mornings. Important. Symptoms alone are not enough. You need proper diagnosis by a licensed professional. Section 3. Who should avoid or be cautious? TRT is not for everyone. It may not be safe if you have prostate cancer or strong family history, severe heart disease, untreated sleep apnea, high red blood cell count, plans for fertility. TRT can reduce sperm production. Note: taking testosterone when you don't need it may cause shrinking testicles, mood swings, fluid retention, hair loss, aggression, blood clots. Always consult a urologist or endocrinologist. Section 4. What happens when you start TRT? Here's a basic timeline of what users may notice. Within weeks, more energy, improved mood, slight increase in libido. Within 3 to 6 months, increased muscle mass, better bone density, sharper thinking, improved sexual performance. Long-term, steady testosterone levels. Ongoing doctor monitoring, blood tests every 3-6 months. You'll need to commit to regular checkups. TRT isn't a set-it-and-forget-it treatment. Section 5. Natural ways to enhance testosterone first. Before turning to TRT, explore natural interventions. 1. Weight loss. Belly fat stores aromatase, which converts testosterone into estrogen. Lose the fat. Raise your T2. Strength training. Lifting weights 2-3x per week is clinically proven to raise testosterone. Fix sleep apnea. Sleep-disordered breathing destroys testosterone production. Consider a sleep study. 4. Ashwagandha tonkat ali. These herbs have shown promise in small trials for boosting free testosterone levels. Vitamin D3. Men with low vitamin D levels often have low testosterone. Aim for 30-60 ml blood level with sun or supplements. Cold exposure. Some studies show brief cold showers or ice baths may stimulate testosterone production and reduce inflammation. Section 6. Mental-emotional health matters. Hormones aren't just physical. They affect mood, motivation, confidence, emotional regulation. Low testosterone may present as loss of drive, increased irritability, anxiety, emotional numbness. I feel like a fog has settled in, is something I often hear. If that sounds like you, don't just tough it out. Talk to a doctor. Mental health is hormonal health. Section 7. Understanding free versus total testosterone. Total testosterone, count-bound, free testosterone. What your body can actually use. Sometimes your total levels may look okay, but SHBG, sex hormone binding globulin, is too high, binding up all your testosterone. Ask your doctor to check. Free T-SHBG, estradiol, DHEA. That's the full picture of your hormonal health. Section 8. Myths vs. Facts. Let's bust a few common myths, myth-truth. TRT causes cancer. There's no solid evidence TRT causes prostate cancer in healthy men. Monitoring is still crucial. You can't build muscle after 60. With proper training and testosterone levels, you absolutely can. All supplements are safe. Many testosterone boosters are unregulated and contain risky ingredients. Always consult your doctor. Sex drive always dies after 60. Not true. Many men recover libido and intimacy with hormonal and lifestyle support. Section 9. Patient story. John, age 67. John came into my clinic complaining of low energy, poor sleep weight gain, low mood. We ran blood tests. Total T, 240 NGDL, free, T, borderline low, vitamin D, very low sleep apnea. Confirmed he started resistance training, 3-week vitamin D and zinc CPAP for sleep apnea. After 6 months, we added low-dose TRT. I feel 15 years younger, he told me. Not because of a shot, but because of a full lifestyle change. Section 10. Closing thoughts. Dr. Susan Hartley. Testosterone isn't just about muscles or libido. It's about living with purpose, strength, and clarity. If you're over 60 and not feeling like yourself, don't ignore it. Hormonal health is part of aging well, and it's never too late to begin again. We've discussed testosterone, estrogen, cortisol, thyroid function, and the impact of aging on your endocrine system. Now, let's talk about what you can actually do every day to improve or maintain your hormonal balance naturally. 1. Prioritize deep sleep. Your body's hormone production depends heavily on restorative sleep. Most testosterone is produced during sleep, especially in REM cycles. Try going to bed and waking up at the same time each day. Keep your bedroom dark and cool. Avoid screens at least an hour before bed. Blue light suppresses melatonin. If you're snoring heavily, waking up tired, or feel sluggish during the day, get screened for sleep apnea. Many older men have it and don't even know. 2. Regular exercise. But smartly. Exercise is one of the most powerful natural boosters of testosterone and insulin sensitivity. Strength training at least twice a week helps increase lean muscle mass, which supports hormone production. Cardio like walking, cycling, or swimming helps reduce excess body fat, particularly belly fat, which can convert testosterone into estrogen. Stretching and flexibility workouts like yoga can reduce cortisol and improve circulation. Don't overtrain. At 60 plus, recovery is just as important as the workout itself. 3. Watch your weight. Even small increases in abdominal fat can suppress testosterone and increase estrogen in men. A diet rich in vegetables, healthy fats, like olive oil, nuts, and lean proteins supports healthy metabolism. Avoid processed foods, high fructose corn syrup, and excessive alcohol. Try intermittent fasting if approved by your doctor. Some studies show it can help regulate insulin and growth hormone levels. 4. Keep stress in check. We touched on cortisol earlier. Chronic stress raises cortisol, which in turn lowers testosterone. Simple but powerful techniques to manage stress. Meditation, just 10 minutes a day, can make a difference. Deep breathing exercises, especially before meals or bedtime. Regular time outdoors. Sunshine helps with mood and vitamin D levels. Laughter and socializing, both have been linked to lower cortisol. 5. Eat for hormonal health. Certain foods support hormone production directly. Include zinc-rich foods, beef, pumpkin seeds, lentils, magnesium, dark leafy greens, almonds, bananas. Vitamin D, fatty fish like salmon, fortified dairy, and sunshine. Healthy fats, avocados, olive oil, flax seeds. Limit foods high in sugar and refined carbohydrates. They spike insulin and hurt testosterone levels. 6. Revisit medication use. Some medications, especially statins, opioids, and antidepressants, may interfere with hormone production. Don't stop medications on your own. Talk to your doctor to evaluate if alternatives are available. Ask whether your prescriptions might be impacting your testosterone or thyroid levels. Also, get your medications reviewed annually, especially if you've added any new supplements. 7. Mental and emotional wellness. Depression, isolation, or emotional trauma can suppress hormones. Stay socially connected, find purpose, volunteer, mentor, create. Don't hesitate to talk to a therapist. Mental well-being supports physical health. A man's emotional resilience is often the invisible shield protecting his hormones. 8. Avoid hormone disruptors. Be cautious of chemicals that may act as endocrine disruptors. BPA in plastics. Switch to stainless steel or glass containers. Parabens in grooming products. Use natural or fragrance-free options. Pesticides. Wash fruits and vegetables thoroughly. Small changes in your environment can lead to big improvements in your hormone balance. Being proactive is key. Thank you for joining me throughout this series. I'm Dr. Susan Hartley, and I believe that knowledge is the best medicine. Until next time, take care, stay informed, and stay strong. Subscribe the still growing channel.